right, questions for Coach?
You kind of found a way, and you're 5-0. You make those big plays there at the end when you need to. Maybe not pretty, but it's still a win.
You know, we got off to a really good start also at Abilene Christian, and then we just, you know, we made some mistakes, and then it kind of happened again tonight. I felt like we were pretty good with that 10-point lead, and then we made some mistakes, and they got back in the game, and then we had to fight our way the rest of the way. But I was proud of the resiliency. We fought some foul trouble. We got a rebound. We got our butt handed to us on the boards tonight. We did not. We've been doing a better job tonight. They were clearly more physical, more determined to be the best rebounding team tonight. So we've got work to do in there, but I'm proud of how we just kept fighting, and they kept believing, and then, you know, Destiny had a little trouble getting going offensively early, but then she made some big shots for us down the stretch there, and then Casey was solid offensive. Proud of Lexi Mead tonight. Like, she gets over 1,000 points, but we're just fighting some foul trouble, felt like, most of the night, and that's our own fault, and we've got to clean it up.
You know, that second quarter momentum swing where they kind of came back a little bit, it looked like on the offensive side of the ball that your team was kind of, you know, passing up on some shots that they normally would shoot. Is there a little bit of a balance between the unselfishness versus shots that you want them to shoot, or what's that look like?
You're talking about during the second quarter?
Yes.
Well, I felt like the second quarter we were settling for just perimeter shots. We were just moving the ball. You know, North Dakota's defense is one where they're going to allow a lot of perimeter passes, and they were allowing those. So we were just moving the ball around the perimeter. We weren't pushing the ball in the paint at all. We weren't passing it in, we weren't driving it in, we were just shooting. And I think we were 1 for 9, I believe, from a 3 in that second quarter, and that's not what we're trying. Those aren't the kind of shots that we want. We want to try to play inside out, whether it's off the drive or the pass. And so we really tried to make a focus in the second half of trying to get that ball in the paint, either off the drive or the pass, and I felt like we did a little bit better job of that. So while some of those shots weren't bad shots, there's got to be a balance between inside and outside, and we've got to do a better job of getting that ball in and around the rim.
While obviously the rebound is not what you wanted, it seemed to be a little bit better, particularly down the stretch. You've got some key rebounds
Yes.
and stuff. That's got to be good to see, because I think they were top 20 in the country in defensive rebounds. So it's kind of a big test.
It was, and we were missing Mariama Sal tonight. She had some personal things that she just wasn't able to be here, and so we really miss her and got her, you know, in our thoughts and prayers. And so, but we miss her. We miss her length, and she's been a great player for us coming off the bench there and giving Sophie. But Salma came in tonight, and she's not normally a post player, but we put her in there because we needed some size, and she did a great job in practice and gave us some quality minutes when Zoe was just having a little bit of trouble getting things going. And so, but she came back and made some big shots down the stretch for us. So, you know, we're still, this team's a very unselfish team. It's a very hard-working team. And I mentioned in the huddle at the end of the game that we've not gotten our game play to reflect our practice play. And we're just not there yet. If you saw this team practice and how hard they compete and how hard they work and how much they encourage one another, and they're in here before practice and after practice working on all kind anyway. And we just not quite got that to carry over to consistently playing that way in a game. And so we're still a work in progress, and we're going to get there. But I like the tenacity, and I like the work ethic, and I like the team chemistry, and we just got to keep working in that direction. And before I forget, how about volleyball? Congratulations, that's just crazy. I mean, we're all trying to live up to Coach Hudson and volleyball standards. That's awesome.
It seemed like the spark that got you going back on the right track right here in the second quarter. There was Mackenzie to get a couple buckets, provide a little energy. And I mean, I know she's been doing that all year, and it's been kind of a big turnaround for her. But that would be nice to see that, you know, she kind of gave it her, felt like the center of the top a little bit.
Well, and she I think she's the only one that made that 3 in the second quarter, I believe. And but she ended up 100% from the field. I think she was 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from the 3, I believe. Hit a little jump shot in there. So, you know, that's what, Kenzie's always been a really smart player. And it's hard to really get her into making bad decisions. And so as long as she just plays and is the best Kenzie, she can help a whole lot. And so she's played pretty well this whole season. She had one game where things just didn't click for her, but tonight she gave us some quality minutes in there when Lex got that third foul trouble. And I was trying to make sure we had her down the stretch.
You know, what was your message at halftime? It's your first game this year, trailing at the half, and albeit it was only like 3 or 4 points, but it seemed like there was a spark at the beginning of that second half between Alexis and Acacia on the scoring side. So what was your message at halftime?
Offensively, was get the ball in the paint. Like, we're not settling just for perimeter threes all the time. I'm fine with them taking open threes. I'm even okay with we practice transition threes, but we can't just be. We're not shooting 80 threes. We've got to get the ball in the paint. We've got to be able to get to the free throw line more. And so, and then we were really emphasizing the boards. We were getting hammered on the boards, and we were getting beat on points in the paint. I think it was 10-2 at the end of the first quarter, I believe, on points in the paint. And so we've got to do. We were really trying to make sure we rebounded the ball better. We were being more deliberate about our box outs, trying to get the ball in the paint right there, and then we're trying to make sure we got shots in the paint, like we were getting fouls and getting layups, and so not just settling for threes. And they came back and they battled. They did a good job. They handled the press. Early on, we got a lot of turnovers and points off those. We had to move that thing around a little bit, and they kind of got through it some. And we'll have to shore that up and clean that up a little bit.
Your experience playing from big play down the stretch when they had the one possession. I think Acacia got the steal and gets it into the court, in the front court for you guys. Then the rebound and forced jump ball there by Lexi to get the ball back to you guys.
I think
some heads up plays there at the end.
Yeah, Lex was second leading rebounder. Josie was leading, and Lex and me, maybe the smallest player on the floor, was second leading rebounder for us. And she just, Coach Buchanan asked it last week, he said, how'd she get that rebound? I said, that's just Lex. She just has an uncanny sense of when and how to go get the ball. And I let her do that, and so we know that she's going to do that, so we have other people that have other jobs to make up for that.
Of course, 1,000 points for her here in this game. Can you kind of talk to the impact she's had on the program in her couple of years here?
Number one, her leadership this year has been second to none. Like, she's in the gym every day working. She's encouraging teammates. She's excited for Kenzie to have a great game as she is for herself to get 1,000 points. And I'm really happy because in this day where we have transfers going every place, we've got a young lady that's been committed and has been here for 4 years, going to graduate with a degree from here. She's going to be a hilltopper for life. She's going to be one of the best point guards to have played here, and so I'm proud for her for that.